sibling, your little sister, what's her relationship like with your parents? How do you see from an outside perspective?
She doesn't work as much as I do, and she is homeschooled actually. So as soon as my parents come home, she's with them, and since it's just her, they have more time for her.
I have one sibling, and he's a younger brother, 3 years behind me, so he's going to be a senior in high school next year. I think it's a little different than my relationship with my parents. Might be a little more like tense because he tends to get into trouble a little more. But I mean, other than that, they don't treat him that differently.
My brother, I have a brother and a sister, but they're like 28, 29. They're a lot different. They're more independent. They come down like 3-4 times a year. My brother and my dad kind of barely talk. I don't know why.
I have two brothers. They're both younger, and I think the parents learn from my mistakes, so they're pretty close with them. So.
I have an older brother who lives in our basement, and my younger sister who goes to Milwaukee. Sister is actually a huge rebel, and she doesn't like to do what my parents want her to do. So her relationship with my parents is actually kind of not the greatest. And my brother doesn't tell my parents anything. So I would say I'm the favorite child of the family, but that's just from my perspective.
Well, I probably shouldn't say this, but I feel like my sister is probably the favorite. But that's because she's the least of the troublemaker. We all get along pretty well, pretty much the same. I guess, I don't know. I know they talk probably about as much as I do to my parents. Mm-hmm. And then obviously my little brother's still at home, so he sees them more, but...
Since he still is at home, I think it might be a little stronger, but in like a different ways, because he's like their little baby, so he's more spoiled. But I mean, I think we're the same, like close, like the same amount of relationship with our parents. He's just babied.